Morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, June 8th, 2021, and it is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. But before we do that, I'm going to challenge you. We're going to do it completely different. Instead of one bell at the end of the Mindful Minute, there's going to be two. Okay? One at the beginning of the Mindful Minute and one at the end. And in between, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to remind you to get yourself settled. I'm not going to remind you to think about noticing the air coming in through your nose into your belly. I'm not going to remind you to think about your 10 toes and your ankles and your knees and the rest of your body. I'm not going to remind you about your feelings and all of that. I want you to practice this on your own. You see, we are at the end of the year. And today is actually the last day for our kindergarten students, so this is a good time for us to really practice this. I want you to do the Mindful Minute in silence and on your own. You see, what will happen is that I will hit the bell. It's a normal sounding bell, and we'll listen to it as we close our eyes, or you don't have to, but that's what I like to do. And then we'll do the breathing exercise. I'm actually going to do the broken heart and the mending of the heart because it was something that some of our students in the cafeteria reminded me about yesterday. So I said we'll do it. So that's what I'm going to do. You can choose any breathing technique that you like, and you can do it with me. So after that first bell rings away, we're going to be in our breathing, and we'll breathe for 2 minutes. And at the end, at that 2 minutes, a second bell will go off. And we're going to keep our eyes closed, and we'll keep breathing until we can't hear it anymore, and then our eyes can open. It's a good way to get ourselves to practice because we're going to go into the summer. You're not going to have Mr. Lin doing the Mindful Minute, but this is when you get to try to practice a Mindful Minute for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll do the getting ready part together, okay? Just notice your body, notice gravity pulling you down. Notice the chair, or the couch in my case, holding you up. If your feet are on the floor, notice your feet. Yeah. Notice how that floor is holding up your feet. Very good. Okay. And then using your eyes, scan your environment and notice blessings that are around you. Just notice and focus in on something with your eyes and just study it. The color, the colors, the shadows, whether it's shiny or not, its size. What is it? Identify it. Then use your nose and breathe in and breathe out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? What do you notice about this environment, this gift of the moment? And then with your ears, just pause. Observe and just listen. What do you hear? I hear the air conditioning just blowing off in the distance. And I didn't notice it until now when I'm finally paying attention. And with your skin, what do you feel? Right? Whether it's the clothing on you or the air. Have you noticed how your skin senses the air a little bit different? The air in your classroom is a little bit different than the air when you step outside on a hot, humid day like today. Think about it. What are you noticing with your skin? All right, I like to close my eyes, but you don't have to. We're going to begin to do this mindfulness test starting now. Just a reminder to just notice the air, notice that you're existing, notice your body and your feelings. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice, so choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in this challenge. Doing the mindful minute on our own in silence, it's kind of hard to do. I don't know how well you did, but I will admit I did open my eyes and peek about 3 or 4 times. So even for a grown-up like me who practices the mindful minute and savoring the blessings that are around you, it's hard. 2 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but for some of us, it might feel like an eternity. So how many of you guys really stuck it out with me for 2 minutes? How many of you guys? Well, we're going to do the same challenge for our first and second graders tomorrow. I know for our kindergartners, this is our last one for the year. I hope that you guys practice a mindful minute even as you go into the summer. And when you get really excited and maybe even a little bit nervous about new experiences or even just coming to school in the fall again, just give yourself the moment and just breathe. All right. Now, this may be the last day of school for our kindergarten students. It is the second to last day of school for everybody else. But don't forget, we have 3 expectations that do not change here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful to others as well as to yourself. Show that you are practicing integrity, doing the right things, even when nobody else is looking. Give it a shot, right? Do the right things, and even, sometimes doing the wrong thing might seem more fun and easier perhaps, but doing the right thing even when nobody else is looking counts for something. You giving yourself respect helps you give respect to other people, and when you give that respect to other people, they're going to want to give it back to you. Also, show that you're responsible with taking care of your belongings. Kindergarten students, when you are packing up your bag and bringing stuff home for the end of the year, are you taking good care of your stuff? Are you not losing things? Are you looking out for other people if they drop stuff? Right? Same thing with you first and second grade students tomorrow. But being responsible also means being a hero in other people's lives. I want you to be a hero in other people's lives. There are going to be a lot of stories told today. And at the end of the day, many of our kids will have someone asking them how their day went. And if you're a character in their story, I hope that you're a hero. And when people ask you about how your year was, I hope that the people you talk about are heroes too. And I hope that you are a hero in somebody else's story when they say, wow, you finished the school year? How did it go? Who were your friends? Who helped you? And I hope that your name gets mentioned a couple times. All right, and finally show that you're ready. We just did the readiness with the mindful minute. It's not the only way to get yourself ready. There are many other ways that you can get yourself ready. But that also asks you to not just get yourself physically ready, but also in your brain. When you don't want to do something that someone's asked you to do, are you able to tell yourself it's okay to feel frustrated, but to change your brain, to be more cheerful, to tell yourself you can do it? That's part of being ready too. And finally, if somebody hasn't told you this, I want you to hear it from somebody who loves you, and that's me. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. Kindergarten students, I can't wait to see you guys next year. Have a great summer. And for you first and second grade students, I hope that today is an amazing day. Don't look forward to the summer just yet. Notice that you've got today and today only, and just enjoy it. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day.